for sleeping on my. It's a bad soundtrack. Read the script. Born in the motherland, headed straight down to the south. Tennessee mornings with pops, working 3 jobs. I knew that they struggled to get it. That's why I wanted to get it. That's embedded, you get it? Treat it like the law. And I'ma need commission for this hit. Last laid the canvas and I painted over it. I don't need a vision board to show you I'm betting on myself. Count the chips. Got it. Made some choices for a profit. That's my logic. I'ma take it to the coffin. Just being.
It's week 13 of the NFL, and our focus goes to Jalen Johnson.
The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. So out come the Rams now for their first possession. They'll be led out by a longtime starter in the NFL, a former #1 overall pick way back in 2009. It's Matthew Stafford.
And Matthew Stafford was taken first overall in the 2009 draft, and he certainly played like a top pick. Throughout his career, he's been one of the most prolific passers in the league, and there's no reason to believe he's going to slow down production anytime soon. Not only that, he's also one of the tougher quarterbacks in the league as well.
That's some good hard running there as he'll push his way forward for about 5. The numbers for him from a week ago: 17 carries, 64 yards.
They're coming off of back-to-back wins, and I think a lot of credit belongs to this guy right here because, to me, he's not only carried his weight, he's carried a few other guys along as well. He's helped draw defensive attention away from not just him, but open things up for his teammates, too. So if this winning streak is going to continue to have some legs to it, he has to remain effective and put together another nice game.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. A shotgun snap for Stafford. Got a man open. It's Tyler Higbee. And they're going to get this up to midfield. Well, first drive here and the first time that we've called a big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter because that'll draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receivers are getting involved as this game goes on.
Steps away to his left. And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Yannick Ngakoue just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. So now Stafford and the Rams, after the sack, and they're staring up at a 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson. And they do get this across midfield to the 49, but a small consolation prize as he's well short of the first. Here comes the Rams punter now. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by a first-round pick back in 2021 from Ohio State. It's Justin Fields. Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. The numbers on the ground for Montgomery in last week's affair. North of 100 yards, the 2 scores, and, you know, you got to give a lot of credit to the O-line. We talked a lot about him, but offensive line was good, too.
They're obviously in sync with each other, whether it's zone blocking, power running game, no matter what. He understands how to read them and find the creases that they provide.
And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
And the Bears first down.
Out of the gun, Fields. And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. The catch it. Off for 29 yards. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Here's Fields. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. A very solid gain of 27. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. This one swung out to Montgomery. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. Throwing again is Fields. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. A great effort there. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Bears are on the board first on the road here in L.A. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. So the Rams coming back onto the field, their second drive of the game. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Stafford going to give this to Akers. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out that heavy package. Almost like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. And this pass defense, they were sensational in the win last week, and they're looking good here so far in this first quarter.
You know, we often talk about how offenses get locked in, and that runs over multiple games where they're really, in that zone. Defenses can be the exact same way, and I think we're seeing an example of it here.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. From the gun on 3rd down, Stafford. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. Touchdown, L.A. Cooper Kupp, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Rams are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And we are tied at 7. That time, 75-yard drive, 5 plays. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And it ends with Cooper Kupp on the receiving end of the touchdown pass. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. On first down, Fields. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here, up to the 34. The CD, this offense at 11-0 now on the year. A few weeks ago, I remember asking you what kind of percentage chance that you thought they had at staying unbeaten the entire season. I think you said 25%. I'd imagine that number probably grown since then.
I would agree with you, and I'm going to actually bump it up to closer to 50%, only because they still have some tough games to come, and keeping that focus throughout the entire season, that's been a really difficult thing to pull off, but so far, they've done it, and they've done it well.
7-7, our score after 1. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 36. Now Fields. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. The wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down. He'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. A give to Montgomery out of the gun. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Fields on 3rd down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he will have the Bears first down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3. Up the middle, it's Montgomery. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again. Continue.
Touchdown, Bears! A great play there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Bears have taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. So that drive goes 8 plays. And it culminates in a touchdown for Chicago. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. For the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do, so I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around.
A couple of vets, Stafford to Robinson there. First down, Rams. On the handoff, running left is Akers. And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Going right back to Akers. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And able to find Higbee. It's complete. And he's going to have a Rams first down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3. From the shotgun, here's a give to Akers. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. From the 41, Stafford. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down. They'll run out of the gun with Akers. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Now it's Stafford off the bootleg. Sliding out of the pocket. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Jaquan Brisker. And the Bears are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
Under review.
The thing that they'll be looking at is a spot of the football.
After review of the play,
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. This offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3, because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, and right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence, because every drive has a life of its own. But like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now, they've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
Holding offense.
You need your wide receivers as blockers. Sometimes they get a hold.
The big runs are often a result of what they do on the perimeter. In this case, got caught holding, and this one will come back.
Now a quick slant as the throw's complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. He's got the first down. He's got a big game going right now. Already over 100 yards receiving in this first half alone. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Off play action. Fields. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Another strong gain on the left. And I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play.
Previous play is under review.
On 1st and 10, here's Fields. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But the Bears look to get this one back, and indeed they did. So they'll keep possession. So they keep the football, but now face 2nd and long. To the air again, Fields. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he will have the Bears first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. Fields on first down. And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on. On 2nd down, Montgomery. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. Open man is Kmet, the tight end. And the Bears are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Fields now to throw. Touchdown! A great effort there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Bears will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 21-7. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And the end result is a Bears touchdown. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. A little over 20 seconds remaining in the half as they'll line up here 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And the pressure gets to him and brings him down. Stafford is sacked. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. So we reach halftime. Halftime over, no problem with us. We skip right to the 3rd quarter and continue this midseason contest. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Set to resume. Here we go with the 2nd half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Bears offense set to go to begin the 3rd quarter. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the 2nd half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
Yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Going up the gut, Montgomery. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Fields leaving it with Montgomery here on the option. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they can actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. No 1st down throw, Fields. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
As his own brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Montgomery back to the ground. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. In search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. On 3rd down, they go Montgomery. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. They snap it to Fields. Over the middle, it's complete. And he is going to have the Bears 1st down on a well-designed play there. That gets him 16 to move the chains. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out.
Holding. Offense.
So erase the red zone score. They'll have to dial that one up again.
And you know how difficult it is to strike in the red zone because things are a little bit more condensed. You got to go back to their play chart and see if they can dial up another one.
4 yards on the pickup. It'll be 2nd down.
They're a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. The Rams calling on their nickel set here defensively for 3rd down. Now it's Fields. Touchdown, Bears! An 11-yard touchdown. And the Bears take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it culminates in a touchdown for Chicago. The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Out come the Rams. They'll have it first here to begin the 3rd quarter. Stafford and the Rams come up 1st and 10. At their own 25-yard line. Play action. Stafford. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Robert Quinn in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Stafford. He rifles one that's intercepted. Kyler Gordon picks it off. And the Bears are going to get it back here just past the 35. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores. But, yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And, look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is a team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
Back to Montgomery on second down. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. 55 rushing yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times. First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. From the 45 on second down, Fields. Going right side here, and that's complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 31-yard line. From the gun, here's Fields. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Well, following the play now, they're going to stop the clock here as a man is shaken up. It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for first and goal. They'll run with Montgomery. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. David Montgomery, his 16th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bears will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll increase their lead to 28. A drive that time of 6 plays, and it was David Montgomery's touchdown run that polished it all off. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. So now here are the Rams as their offense comes back out. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
They'll try and run for this with Akers. And some space here. And out across midfield down to the 45. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So back now here on EA Sports. It's the Rams trailing, but they do have the football as we start the 4th and final quarter. Stafford on first down. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they've forced in this runaway contest.
And they'll be stopped right at the 30. On a play that started back at the 15, they pick up 15. On 1st and 10, Stafford. He's going to air one out. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Cooper Kupp, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Rams get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Extra point tacked on by Lambo. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard. But They've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
Calling a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 5. A shotgun snap, Fields. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
A gain of 13 yards. First down, Chicago.
They'll try the middle with Montgomery. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Fields. This one swung out to Montgomery. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right, in this state.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Chicago. A great play there. 32 yards. And the Bears add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Extra point right down the middle, and that'll increase their lead to 28.
Rams, 14.
The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. And the Rams getting set to go now. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. On first down, Stafford here. Middle of the field to Jefferson. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Out of the gun, Stafford. And this one right back into the hands of Jefferson. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. Here's Stafford. And that's incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. From the gun, here's Stafford. Open man is Higbee, the tight end. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Desperation time for Stafford on 4th down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Robinson. And he is going to have the Rams first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Throwing again at Stafford. This one hauled in, and again it's Robinson. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Stafford. And the pressure gets there. He'll go down. It's a sack. And it is going to bring us to the 2-minute warning. Play number 9 on the drive coming up, and they need 9 yards on 3rd down. Throwing is Stafford. And that will be incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play. One that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
They snap it to Stafford. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Bears will get the football back. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Quick throw, knocked away, and incomplete. Their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And the Rams are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line.
I think that interception happened for two reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open, otherwise, just don't.
Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. On Stafford for the 3rd time is intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And the Bears are going to take possession of the football. From their own 2, Charles, they opted to throw it instead of run it. We saw the outcome.
I think what a lot of teams count on is defenses to stack the line of scrimmage, trying to force a safety or force a turnover there. But if you've got a good defensive front, you just allow them to play the run, and everyone else stays ready. And they were, and they picked that one off.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Here's Fields. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. The CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there. And this will be caught, and the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. Another touchdown here in the 4th quarter, and Charles, I think we can start to consider that this undefeated streak of theirs is going to be safe for another week.
And partner, you don't make it this far into a season without a loss unless you're getting contributions from both sides of the ball, and sometimes even your special teams, and that's been true today. Each side helping guide them to this late lead.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. Facing a big 4th quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter play. Another try after the first down sack. Stafford. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. Here comes the Rams punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Now fair catch is called for and taken at the, we'll call it the 37-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And control of the football, switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they just continue to roll right along, really. This has the looks of yet another victory as they hope to polish it off here in quarter number 4. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Up big here in the fourth quarter, up really big. That pass and incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And the Rams come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this